You may have some ancestry coming through Curacao. Welcome back to another episode of Travel Live Globally. How are you doing? And let me know in the comments where you are around the globe. Let me know where you are so I can stop in and say hi. And if I'm ever in your country, I may just look you up. My name is Tammy Renee, and I am here to share with you information about travel, living abroad, living as a global entrepreneur, an expat, a digital nomad, or any of those great things. Matter of fact, the new thing to do now is to go for residency. If that is something you're interested in, keep listening. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification so that you don't miss another episode that I drop on Travel Live Globally. Well, today's episode is all about Black history. Yes, I'm bringing you Black history. You guys know I've been doing these episodes on Curacao, exploring Curacao, and we have approximately 11 episodes already, but I'm about to bring you 3 more episodes just for Black history. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn how the Black history of slavery has transitioned from Africa to North America. You're going to learn the role that Curacao played in the slave trade. It's so interesting. During my time while I was in Curacao, I learned so much. We're going to go to 3 different locations in these next 3 episodes, but the final episode is going to be a sit-down interview with Chris Martha. Chris Martha was so gracious with her time. She took her time and told me about everything that's happening in Curacao, how the history of Curacao. We sat down and did a full hour interview. So that's going to be at the end of the we're going to have 2 episodes, and then we're going to have the last one. So we're going to use her advice and how we should visit these locations. So check out what she says.
Whole story.
Uh-huh.
I always tell the people you have to go to Curaulanda first,
Yeah.
then Museo Tula, and then here.
Okay.
This is local.
All right, so you heard her. Let's jump right into our first location where it all started. The first beginning of history of the slave trade. And we're going to go visit Curahulanda. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's where we're going. Let's go. Make sure you follow, share, like, and hit that notification. And let's get ready for some Black history. Maybe you may have some ancestry coming over from Curacao.
Everything what you see here is the private collection of the owner, Mr. Jacob Panetta. This one is a gift given to this museum by Mr. Andy Bottini. With slave money, banks and insurance companies started. A famous bank started by slave money was by 2 brothers, David and Alexander Barclays. Is the Barclays Bank.
Barclays Bank.
Lois and started the slave money also. Washington, New York was the biggest center of the slave market. Peter Stuyvesant became later director in New Amsterdam. It's called today New York. But those places were from the Netherlands first. The Netherlands lost the battle with England. They changed those places for Suriname.
rewind. I forgot to show you the outside. Let's go back to the beginning, show you from the start.
Welcome to this museum, Corona. My name is Ifra Frontina. I'm the guide. Feel free to ask everything. If you want to say something, say it. If I did say something you didn't understand me, say it also. I did not understand it. Then you are free. Other side. You see, adults and children stand in line wait for the freedom that is in Sudan. Until today, there are still slaves in Sudan. The old African are missing their own people. You see, modern slavery that we have here everywhere. More slavery than this also. For self-governance also. Now we're going to talk about their ritual. Take your time. And now you're going to hear what Curacao was. Portugal begins with the same thing. Columbus came to the Caribbean in 1495. The Netherlands did the same thing, made of Curacao one of the biggest and of the slave market of the Caribbean. Because to end the harbor, paid Stuyvesant tell them to take Curacao. It was to direct on his island first. From Curacao, they sent states to several countries. Suriname sent us to the States. About the years that they bought was slaves on his island, also in Suriname, also in the States. Last is was fighting for black people rights in the States. Ask me at this happens. Doctor. All the slaves that knew that was a medicine doctor and not a master. When they got sick, they must see them go by him. He was cured was with witchcraft. I see inside if you have to do with witchcraft. Now we are going to visit Africa. I told you, you have to see everything, 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 everything. You have to see. So you see the continent of Africa. They start with the slave trade at the west coast of Africa. Don't forget we're only sailing ships. African kingdoms are near each other have plenty fights. We'll talk about Ghana. Ghana is known of its gold of rituals. When those people have the ritual, they using mask. By the living, also mask by the dead. So a mask here. On the side, the antelope over there. Also another mask over here. Wouldn't see the people making. There you can see the knockouts. Other side. Hairstyle of nowadays. It was a beauty when a woman can decorate her own hair. What decoration it has, more places that lady possess was a lady. They don't say has a decoration there. The decoration there on the picture, on the mask, it says decoration there also. Now we're going to visit Mali. One has golden hair, earrings, even with the part on her face. She is a rich lady. Now I show you the orange. You can see the only with African man, the only is a Dutch. In the Netherlands, he was a dentist. Had two business with him, one our photo also better than the car. He sold this business, came on his island, it was in 1995. This place was totally run down. He bought this place, fulfilled by stores and private home, it was in 1998. After that, he went to travel. He went to Asia, he went to Africa, he went to the States. In 10 months, he collected everything what is here. He opened the doors of this museum was the 9th of April 1999. It's very interesting African culture. He was living in Africa also. It's a pity the owner dies. You can see money, 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 money. Money was also in the form of a spell. Pay you by way of the no nectar there. Also, it's a rapper coffee ship. You can see the real on the face on this side. Such kind of ship is a ship for the commercial slavery, also for the commerce of gold. That blue one they have to imagine. You are standing on the river the Niger. Now we are continuing with the Black History. At this side. This gentleman, he is the one. The stars will stay to the Europe. Prince handed the navigator of Portugal. What they did first, sent his captains to Africa, was to look for gold. Instead of gold, they saw Africans. Caught those people, put them on a ship, went with them to Portugal. Then in Portugal, it was given to the Pope plenty information about Africans. What Pope really want to know is about their religion. Africans have no religion, have their rituals, have also plenty gods. When the Pope heard this, Pope told them, let them be baptized to the Roman Catholic Church. For baptizing them, the Roman Catholic Church got the baptism fee also. First of all, they changed their own African names, gave them a name of master. Before they went on the ships, unclothed them, men and women even naked. As they put in chain, that was for them not to sleep. Also, they did mistakes. And also soon there was 1st of July 1863. There was a great discrimination in the States. Black was separate, white was separate. Martin Luther King was doing. Well, there was fight for rights of black people. What's the Baptist preacher? He was quoted this verse from the Bible and he said, God does not make man like that. Everybody is equal. Malcolm later was fighting too. Later was the name of a master given to his forefathers. Forefathers of later were slaves in those times. When he came to know it, he wouldn't care it anymore. Called himself Malcolm X, was fighting the rebellious wing. Was also Black Panther movement. Also Marcus Garvey was fighting. Even if black is beautiful. This lady was fighting to Rosa Parks. She was sitting in front of the bus. It was not allowed. White person came in, she would not cater for the white person. She was fighting for the rights of black people also. African Americans, they went to fight the World War I and II, compelled the states have analyzed. You see, the Ku Klux Klan still exists. By high possession, islands have been sold that you can did it. We see the blacks when standing for the rights, and over the Jews, all the Roman Catholic people. This speech was from President Barack Obama, became the president of the United States by CMS. Nelson Mandela, this side. Keep looking and keep walking, that you can see danger. Look and walk and look and walk, that you can see danger. Keep looking and keep walk, that you can see danger. You saw the two leaders over there? One was fighting the balance, the other was fighting the camera. Malcolm is the cemetery and the other side. Yes. Now we're going to visit Germany. You have to see everything. Everything you have to see. No show a woman see what in the house. And this side, people. She is a slave. She has to take care of the master and his own wife that sit on the lap. She has also children with the master. It was one way for to have slaves also. That's why we need if you can be black with blue eyes, black with green eyes. You get coffee with milk, chocolate with milk, also milk and the coffee, this thing. She has to have the master producing money. And the master is using her. Then the master does not go to the African king to buy no slave, it make it itself. If they belong to this master, can do with the purse what he likes. You can see traps. And those times traps they use for to catch Africans in Oakland, they open a trap or they're in the ground in Africa. When the sun go down, When it is lunchtime, Africans did not notice that trapped in the ground. Let the children go out to play. The child didn't know that that's when she will go out to play. Start walking. Step on the step. It close. Get stuck in it. Start screaming because it hurts them. Parents will come up to help also the neighbors. Screaming. That was the sign for the workers of the master to come out of the hole. And they've heard the screaming, they come out of the hole too. But Africans say what the workers of the master can go away. Oh dear. Second part about slavery starts with this continent. It's your face a warm with thick lips. Keep looking, please, and keep walking.
All right, so I can't give you all the information from the museum. So it is up to you now to go visit them. Check it out, see what it's all about, learn a few things, a lot more. It's very heavy. So when you go in there, be prepared. So make sure you go check that out. It's in Ultra Brown area in Curacao. I'll drop the information in the chat. And thank you for checking us out and listening to what history has brought us to now. In the next few episodes, the next episode will feature 2 locations. And then they're going to be the last episode where we will sit down and have an interview and hear the stories come together. Again, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe, like, follow, and let others know about this Black History moment that we are having here on Travel Live Globally.